Imagine this. You're eating a delicious, high-protein hamburger for dinner. It's healthy, sustainable, and packed with nutrients. But there's one small difference. The protein in this burger doesn't come from beef. It comes from crickets. It may sound strange. For many people, even a little unsettling. But according to scientists, insects could become one of the most important protein sources in the future. Because our world is changing rapidly. By the year 2050, the global population is expected to reach around 9 to 10 billion people. Feeding that many people with our current food system may simply not be sustainable. Livestock farming is already putting enormous pressure on the planet. It produces roughly 15% of global greenhouse gas emissions. And producing just 1 kilogram of beef requires about 15,000 liters of water. This is where insects come in. Despite their tiny size, insects are incredibly efficient. In many ways, they are like small biological protein factories. When we look at nutrition, the results are surprising. For example, crickets can contain more protein per gram than beef. They are also rich in vitamin B12, iron, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Another popular edible insect is the mealworm. Its amino acid profile is very similar to traditional animal protein. Even more impressive is how easily our bodies can digest insect protein. Studies show digestibility rates between 76 and 96%, meaning our bodies can use this protein very efficiently. But the biggest advantage appears when we compare environmental impact. To produce 1 kilogram of protein, insects require about 12 times less feed than cattle. They use far less water and almost no agricultural land. In fact, insects can be raised in vertical farms, stacked in layers inside controlled environments. This means protein production could even happen inside cities. Their greenhouse gas emissions are also dramatically lower than traditional livestock farming. So if insects are so efficient, why don't we see cricket burgers in every supermarket? The biggest barrier is psychological. In many cultures, the idea of eating insects simply feels unpleasant. But history tells an interesting story. There was a time when shrimp and lobster were considered sea bugs and were eaten only by poor communities. Today, they are among the most expensive seafood dishes in the world. In the future, we probably won't eat insects whole. Instead, they will likely appear as protein powders, flour, pasta, or energy bars. In fact, several insect species have already been approved for human consumption in parts of Europe. So the future of food might be smaller than we think. But here's the real question. Would you try a pancake made with cricket flour? Let me know in the comments.